All right, guys, today is our last cooking day. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I know y'all don't want to cry. You're ready to sleep in, right? All right, we're gonna be making Baker's Delight. And remember, we've talked about all the different subjects in cooking. This, again, is another generational recipe that's been passed down. It's actually named after my great-grandmother, whose last name was Baker. So, this has been passed down for several years in my family. It's like a cheesecake. Once we're done with it, you'll have to put it in the refrigerator, and it'll have to sit for 2 or 3 hours to set up good, okay? We won't be on long today because it doesn't take a long time to make. So we will be out a little bit early. But I also want you to know that later on this afternoon, this evening, something special is going to come in the email for each of you, okay? All right. I've enjoyed doing class with you. But before we say goodbye for our final time, let's get started on our Baker's Delight. All right. Get your evaporated milk out of the refrigerator or freezer, wherever you have it. And I'm just going to open the can. You can open it with a can opener or with a bottle opener. You can just punch a couple holes in it so it pours out. And I'm going to pour it into my mixing bowl. All right. The first thing I want to do is I want to whip, okay, or beat this evaporated milk until it looks like cream. So I'm going to get my mixer and I'm going to beat mine until it looks like cream. So just start beating yours until it looks like cream. Alright, it's not going to be a real thick cream, but it'll be creamier than it was when you poured it out. Alright, now that you've got it mixed, now we're going to add some things to it, okay? You do not have to mix these in yet. We're going to add the lemon jello. So I've got my pack of gelatin, and I'm just going to add that straight to the evaporated milk that I've just whipped. Okay, I'm going to add my cream cheese. So you need 1 pack of cream cheese. Go ahead and add that. And I'm gonna add my cup of sugar. So after you add your cream cheese, add your cup of sugar. All right. And add my cup of sugar here. I didn't have quite a full cup, so I'm going to add a little bit more. All right, now I'm just gonna mix it with my beater, okay? Don't add the vanilla yet, just start mixing. Make sure you're getting it all off the bottom, so you make sure you get all the sugar and the gelatin stirred in. Make sure you get all that cream cheese broken down. All right, I'm gonna stop and go ahead and add my vanilla. And you need a teaspoon. So just add a teaspoon of vanilla. And then you're gonna mix it again. It should be getting pretty thick, like a cheesecake. when it's completely mixed together, it's gonna have a very cake-like consistency. It's gonna pour, but it's not gonna pour real easy, all right? And if you wanted to taste it, you could. It's gonna taste like cheesecake. Tastes good. All right, how are we doing on getting it all mixed? Everybody doing good? All right, this next part I really want you to be careful with. We're gonna take a stick of butter and we're gonna put it in a small bowl and we're gonna put it in the microwave, okay? We're gonna put it in for about 1 minute. I want that butter to go ahead and melt, all right? So be very careful when you do it. I'm gonna put it in for 1 minute. While that is going on, you need to get your graham crackers. Now I've got a baggie and I've got my graham crackers. I'm just gonna take one sleeve of the graham crackers first, okay? Open that and put it in your baggie. So just one sleeve. Open it and put it in your baggie. And it's okay if they're broken because you're gonna break them even more. So if they break coming out of the bag, it's not a big deal. All right, now that I've got them in the baggie, I'm going to actually crush them, okay? I'm letting the air out of the bag so that they'll crush. I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking them. I'm gonna break them with my hands first, and then I'm gonna use a rolling pin to go over them to break them down even further. So just start breaking up your cookies, your graham crackers. You don't want to have any big pieces. You want to make them as small as possible because this is going to be your crust. So you want them broke up like this. Okay, so it's just little bits. When I was little, this was always my favorite part to do with my mom because I got to actually break it. Thought it was fun. All right, then go ahead and put all of these in one baking dish. Now, I use a long baking dish like this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my baking dish. And if I see any big chunks, I'm gonna go ahead and crush them with my fingers because you don't want big chunks in there. All right, now I'm gonna get my butter, which is melted. And I'm just gonna mix my butter with my graham crackers. So I'm just gonna pour my butter straight onto these graham crackers. And I'm just gonna mix it in. Mix my butter all in with the graham crackers. That's how you make your crust. So basically your graham crackers have to be wet with the butter to set up as a crust. So I want to mix it all up. And you can do it right there in the pan you're going to put it in. Just make sure that they're all covered in butter. So you get it off the sides, out of the middle. Okay, so you see what I'm doing right here? I'm mixing in all that butter. That's what you need to be doing, okay? Get all that butter mixed into those graham crackers. Once you have it all mixed in, then you're just gonna use your fingers. You're just gonna use your fingers and you're going to just start flattening it out to be a crust, okay? So it fills your whole bowl. And you're just gonna make a crust out of it. It doesn't have to go up on the sides or anything. It's just on the bottom of your bowl. Make sure you fill in all the holes. All right, so this is what my crust looks like. It's down in the dish, okay? Just make sure you press it real good. All right, 2 more things and then we're ready to put it in the refrigerator. So like I said, today is a short class, but I wanted to do something fun on our last day. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my batter that I stirred all up and I'm just gonna put it on top of my graham crackers. Just gonna pour it on there. Make sure I get all of it out of the bowl that I possibly can. Alright, then I want to spread it around with my spoon just to make sure I've got it in all the corners. Alright, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a graham cracker and I'm just going to mash it up with my fingers and I'm going to just let it fall on top for like a garnish. I like to make it look nice, and so I just put a little bit of graham cracker crumbs on the top. So I just crunch them between my fingers and let them fall on it. The ones on the top can be a little bit bigger than the ones that you used for the bottom. So you could leave a little bit bigger chunks on it, it's fine. They don't have to be as fine as when we rolled it with the rolling pin. This just gives it its own little touch. And that's what it looks like when it's done. Now what you'll do is you'll put it in the refrigerator. It has to be in there at least 2 hours before you can eat it. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine there. All right, remember our first rule of cooking. If we mess it up, we clean it up. It's not our mom's responsibility to clean it up, right? All right, guys. I've had a fun time cooking with you. I hope you had a fun time cooking with me. And like I said, when we're back in school, come see me. I'll be in 4th grade in room 142. I would love to see your faces. All right? All right, guys. Have fun baking. Oh, I sent your parents last night. I sent them all the recipes that we've done so you can make your own little cookbook. Okay? All right. Have fun cooking. I'll see you later. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Bye. Bye, Mom and Dads.